Eds. Okay, are you guys Team Modern Ed or Team Modern Ryu? See, they made Ed's side of Captain Modern Civil War a lot more reasonable in the movie. He's actually much more of like an authoritarian, honestly, like a legit villain in the comics. If you read the comics of Captain Modern Civil War, but he's actually like, kind of right in the film version. Because it's the difference between the actual like group of very powerful modern players having some form of international oversight in the movie versus in the comics they like make a registry. They start like tracking and sometimes disappearing modern players, and that's just fucked up. This has been your moderate cut Marvel Comics reference. In the comics, Iron Man creates like a fucking secret super prison for superheroes. It causes Spider-Man to change sides. Yeah, Spider-Man doesn't stay Captain Iron Man. Captain Iron Man doesn't say Team Iron Man in the comics. He changes sides to Team Cap because he realizes that Iron Man has become a fucking dictator. Anyway, probably talk about the match instead of Marvel Comics. Hawk-Tuah is burnt out. I feel like this is a thing that happens frequently. The Hawk-Tuah burns Herself out. I don't know if Ed is just that hungry for drive, or if Hawk-Tuah is just that hungry for drive, but someone is fiending on the drive perhaps a little bit too hard. Or perhaps I'm just being unfair, you know? It could be that hi, hello, I'm the problem, it's me. That could be the case. Have we considered this? Have we thought of this? It did work. Hawk-Tuah takes game number 1. So, you know, what am I talking all this smack for? Sykom is pondering. Sykom is scheming, planning, plotting, scheming. Dive, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Alright. Update. The strife bracket is seeded now. So I could be needed at any moment. Alright, Sykom is able to mash out of the corner. Does not get punished for the air tatsu inward. Not really in, because it didn't hit or get blocked, but inward. Hawk-Tuah takes another round. It's a good check there from Sykom. A good check again with the Hadouken that gets Sykom the opportunity for some pressure. Hawk-Tuah simply backs out of it, but Sykom interrupting those approaches from Hawk-Tuah pretty well. However, back throw incident, and now it was Hawk-Tuah's turn to check. It's once again Sykom's turn as the Hadoukens repeatedly come out, and the offensive tack here actually pretty effective against the burnout. Now taking some chip damage. Hawk-Tuah is also burnt out. Go forth, my son. Secure the neutral. The sun secures the neutral. The throw whiffs. Not quite timed correctly. I imagine you can time that to hit between the block stun of the orb, but it just didn't work out. He was able to take the corner. A much better round here so far from Sykom. I think that will kill? Question mark? It does not kill. We guess for game in this house? We guess incorrectly in this house. A lot of progress there though. A much better round from Sykom. A lot of very good neutral adaptations there. Odie Shoryu, great, but you know what? It does OS pretty much all offensive options, and we have seen a lot of drive rush in from Hawk-Tuah, including on round start. So I see the logic. I see the vision. Legitimately, I think empty jump there would have been safe. I know that the punish counter is good, but I feel like in that specific circumstance, empty jump might have been safe. I think he might have landed and blocked. But I'm not certain. That is, I could be wrong on that. My intuition says that empty jump should land a little bit faster than jumping with a button, because that's how it works in Fantasy Strike, which is, was my main game for a long time. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. This means I'm making an assumption like all fighting games are like my fighting game. Okay, but be for real though. Why is the metered move got a no meter? No meter beats the metered move? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't feel fair. Sykom spent money on his. But Hawk2 spent real money on her character, so that's... I only refer to Meter as money. Ed is a DLC character. He costs real money. That's more valuable than Meter. It just reached farther. Like, it reached immediately, and the metered button did not. So, this is really what was happening, but it's not as funny to say that. It's not as funny to say that. Alright, it's do or die for Sykom. We've got a sliver and a dream for his tournament life. He's burnt out. Chip is no longer a threat here because we confirm it to the hit, actually. And that will take game number 3 for Hawk2. I am going to go be available for Strive because the bracket has started. So